It's like Amazon for hard drugs.
The first time I was like, okay, it's not true. It's a scam.
Cocaine, heroin, MDMA.
You go on the website and it's very easy.
Paid for with credit cards and e-transfers.
They're positioning themselves as an ethical drug dealer.
Delivered to your door by Canada Post.
Did you try it that moment?
Yeah, on the spot.
It's cocaine.
A while ago, my producer Ryan and I started noticing ads popping up on Facebook and Instagram. These ads were offering pure cocaine, not subtle, not discreet, open advertising on the open web. We started digging, and for a lot of people, what we found is going to sound unbelievable.
These are drugs that are highly addictive and highly illegal. For weeks, we spoke with nearly a dozen people who have been buying these drugs online. Eventually, we heard from one person who came forward offering to talk about their experience.
We're about to meet our source, and he's agreed to meet us on two conditions. One, he doesn't want his face shown. Two, he doesn't want his voice heard. And that's because he's worried about what this all could mean for his family and for his job. Hey, thanks so much for coming in.
My relationship with this drug, love, hate. I had a dream about many things. The cocaine, in a certain way, destroyed this dream. One of the dreams was to become a cop.
It sounds like you said you lost that dream because of your relationship with cocaine. Would you say it was an addiction?
Yeah.
How often were you using?
Too much.
You got sober again?
Yeah, until I saw the ads on social media. So you have this ad, it looks professional. You go on the website and it's very easy. It's like on Amazon. You have many drugs and you have cocaine.
Could you believe your eyes when what you were seeing?
No, it was like a scam for me. I didn't believe it. I was like, it's unbelievable to see this on social media.
He says he stopped using cocaine a long time ago. But with so many ads popping up in his feed, old habits got the better of him. He ordered, and pretty soon he had a Canada Post tracking number. Days later, a message, his package had arrived. To his surprise, it worked.
I go to the mailbox, I open up the package, and I was like, okay, it's real. It's real stuff, it's real cocaine. I don't have to go on the road with some dealer who I don't really know.
Did you try it that moment?
Yeah, on the spot.
You've experienced cocaine but many times before.
Yeah.
How did this compare, this particular cocaine?
When I tried the drug, I was like, okay, I don't know if it's 70, 80, 90%, but I know it's good stuff.
And according to the Canadian Centre for Substance Abuse and Addiction, very dangerous. They can lead to strokes, coma, and in some cases, death.
We've done a lot of stories, my producer Ryan and I, on street drugs and the fentanyl that's in it and the fear that a lot of people have that their drugs will be tainted with fentanyl. Is there any of that fear for you in that moment?
No, you take the chance.
We want to know for sure. Our source agrees to have his drugs tested, and that's how we end up in this drug testing center in Quebec. When we tell them how we got these drugs through a Facebook ad, they're not surprised.
We know about it. We've known about it for a while. So I thought that it was pretty much common knowledge.
People bring drugs here 3 days a week. Maud Chouanière is one of the people testing them.
We were surprised at first, but now it's becoming a normality. I mean, I wouldn't say half of what we test is on the clear web, but I'd say it's a good portion of the drugs we test.
For our source, this visit is a first.
We want to have like a fine powder.
This is a fentanyl strip. So for the fentanyl strip, we really don't need a lot of cocaine. Came back negative.
So now you can see, it's giving me like a match, and it's cocaine.
For a lot of the site users we spoke to, this feels safer than the alternative. Whether it's because they don't want to meet with street-level dealers, the fear of party drugs contaminated with fentanyl, or it feels like there's less of a chance of getting caught.
We've seen hundreds of ads leading to dozens of websites all selling hard drugs. They're operating openly, but their digital infrastructure is anything but.
They use all the tools.
That's Ivan Angelovsky. He's part of CBC's Visual Investigations unit. He's a data expert, and he tried to track down the location of the websites.
You can see that they've basically created a wall that open source researchers and journalists cannot penetrate.
These websites are sophisticated. They're hard to track. With web addresses that change from one day to the next, tracking the business is a huge effort.
What are they using to cloak their business operation and to hide what they're doing from authorities, but also from Google, from Facebook, from banks, from credit card providers.
High-level tools and coding on the back end, simplified client tracking in the front.
What surprised me the most was that these websites operate like regular internet businesses. Like every other internet startup, you get a discount if you bring new customer. They use analytics, tags, pixels. They watch their customers, basically their every move. If you put your email without doing the purchase, they would send you reminders, basically, hey, you have this in your cart.
You might be wondering how these ads end up on social media feeds anyway. Well, platforms like Facebook and Instagram make billions of dollars in profit from advertising. Ads that sell illegal goods are supposed to get banned. So we reached out to their parent company, Meta, for an on-camera interview. They refused. Instead, they sent us an email. A spokesperson told us Meta works with other agencies to stop these illegal ads and that those accounts get banned from running ads in the future.
The scale is absolutely massive as far as how many advertisements are being placed on these platforms on any given day.
That's Scott Roth. He's the CEO of LegitScript, a company that specializes in flagging illegal ads.
I think it's a constant fight because I think it's a game of whack-a-mole because anytime people have an opportunity to make money, they're going to find creative ways to go make money. And so it's something where I do think that it's one of those battles that's never going to be fully won. But it is definitely something that, with the right methods in place, we can try to at least take a bite out of it.
But even Canada Post is having trouble doing that. They also refused an in-person interview. Instead, they told us in an email. Postal inspectors who suspect illegal drugs do remove the parcels from the mail and turn them over to police. Last year, they removed 5,662 illegal items. They delivered 240 million parcels. In the end, our source decided to destroy the drugs that he tested. CBC ensured the drugs were properly destroyed.
I felt so good when the cocaine was destroyed because for me, it's what I had to do to really liberate myself from this drug.
But temptation is just a click away.
Since I clicked on this link for the first time and I bought the drug on the website, every time since that moment, I go on Facebook, Instagram, I see the ads, many ads. If you have addiction and you go on social media and you see this every day and many times every day, it'll keep you in this addiction.
We spoke to half a dozen police officers on background for this story. None of them had ever heard of these sites operating so openly on the clear web. Ultimately, they told us any investigation would be handled by the RCMP, but after weeks of repeated requests for an interview, the RCMP refused, and ultimately they sent us an email. Their email says they're fighting online sales of illegal drugs, and they don't talk about ongoing investigations because they say it could compromise their efforts. What is clear is this: the system that is supposed to stop deadly drug trafficking, from Meta's policies to Canada Post deliveries to the RCMP's policing efforts, it's not shutting down these sites faster than they continue to pop up. Omar Dabagi Pacheco, CBC News, Ottawa.